Alrighty, everyone, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Amy Johnson. I'm the product specialist here at TicketForce. This webinar will take approximately an hour. We'll reserve the last 15 minutes for questions and answers. There is a section on the webinar panel titled Questions where you can go ahead and type that. And you can type those at any time and we can review them at the end. Today we'll be going over the new system features and enhancements that will be made available to you with a system upgrade to version 28. Upgrading to version 28 is free of charge. For those of you upgrading to 28 from a version previous to 27, please reference our online knowledge base Bloomfire by clicking Help in the back end of your ticketing site. There you will find manuals, documentation, and previous release notes for versions 24, 25, 26, and 27. When your upgrade is being done, your client services representative can cover the material for you, but please feel free to review and keep as a reference. This webinar will be recorded and posted there as well. But let's get started on our look at version 28. The main enhancement that we're really excited about here at TicketForce is that your online ticketing website is now mobilely responsive. The entire public site has been reconfigured to accommodate responsive design on all devices. Responsive design completely replaces the mobile site, allowing for a fully functional ticketing site on any device. With size breakpoints for desktops, tablets, and phones, the ticketing site will render appropriately based on the size of the device it is being viewed on. Previously unavailable features that will now be available for mobile patrons include bundles and packages, membership benefits, and even, as you can see here, selecting their own seats. There is nothing additional you need to do to implement responsive design. With an upgrade to version 28, it will automatically kick in. For more information on the importance of responsive design, please watch CEO Lynn King-Smith's webinar, The Power of Mobile, which is also available on our Bloomfire page. Now more than ever, it's time to make sure your patrons' experience is mobile friendly. In addition, your search engine optimization, commonly known as SEO, is now affected on Google. Google's new algorithm now shows priority in Google searches to sites that are mobile friendly. The mobile and tablet navigational features match current industry standards, including keyboard pop-up for text fields, selection pane for drop-down menus, pinch and zoom, search magnifying glass icon, and the hamburger icon for the shopping cart. Some of the features previously unavailable with the mobile site include selecting your own seats, full coupon code and price change functionality, suggested item in cart being displayed, as well as the new Roundup donation, donations and memberships may be purchased, member pricing and members-only events and performances may be accessed and used. Packages and bundles may be purchased. And social media share buttons that allow patrons to share directly on their social sites at the end of the purchase. For more information on responsive design and the benefits to your organization, please contact your client services representative. Moving along from the excitement of responsive design, next we have Roundup donation functionality. If you have Fund Development, the Donations module enabled, patrons may choose to round their purchase up to the nearest dollar or add an additional donation to their total on the final checkout page. The patron never leaves this page. If there is already a donation in the cart, the Roundup donation does not appear. Roundup donations under $5 using the Roundup donation functionality are not charged the per cart fee. Donations made using the Roundup donation over $5 and other donations added to the cart are charged the per item fee. The additional donation amounts will reflect the preset amounts for the default campaigns and the minimum amount, if any. Roundup donations can be enabled or disabled in fund development donation settings. This is also where the default campaign where all the Roundup donations will be sent. Roundup donation language may also be edited. Roundup donations are treated the same as any other donation. This includes all associated reporting, campaign thank you emails being sent to the patron, as well as the donation appearing as a line item in the completed order detail. Please note there is currently no report which separates Roundup donations from other donations. To find all donations under $1, use the donation amount range section of the donation search. Entry points have been added to the seat map functionality. It is an optional field that your client services representative may turn on for you. Entry points on the seat map allows you to designate certain seats with the entry points that your patrons should enter to easily reach their seat. These indicators may be added to the seat map after it is built, similar to special seating. It is not required. When entry points are added, all changes will be pushed out to existing performances using that seat map. Entry points can be added to both general admission and reserved seating sections and display on all ticket types. Thermal tickets, print at home, and mobile, as well as in the hold and order details. Please note entry points are currently not copied over when using the Copy Seat Map function. Another very new helpful feature for the box office is box office access to tickets that are in transition. This means tickets that have been removed from an online patron's basket via the empty shopping cart button are immediately accessible to box office users. The Refresh and Release button has been added to the box office interface. Tickets released by the patron will maintain the status of in transition on the public site, guaranteeing no double sales and only immediate access in the box office. For example, when a patron puts tickets into their shopping basket online, they immediately are put into transition and are unavailable for selection both online and in the box office. This new enhancement will come in handy when a patron who is having trouble online calls your organization. The administrative box office user no longer has to wait or have the patron call back or sell them other seats. They can immediately have access to their desired seats and sell to the patron after the patron clicks Empty Shopping Cart. The box office user can then click Refresh in the box office screen. Then they will see Refresh and Release. After clicking Release and Refresh, the box office user has immediate access to the seats. When creating a new patron file, the online patron has the option to also opt in, giving you the option to also add them to a master email or newsletter list. The patron opt-in label and text can now be customized to accommodate your organization's specific legal restrictions. The checkbox is always unchecked by default, allowing patrons to manually opt in. Another new enhancement is order and hold invoice batch printing. The administrative user can create custom batch prints based on a custom list of hold or order IDs. For simpler order search of recent orders, the order date range in the order search defaults to the current day within the to field and the same day in the previous year in the from field. For those of you that utilize member pricing, it is now easier to select multiple membership levels when associating certain pricing to certain levels of membership. When selecting to associate a specific pricing code with levels of membership, there is an option to select all levels of membership within the type. After selecting all levels, each membership appears with a red X next to it, making it simpler to select all, but eliminate some if necessary. All-in pricing is an optional feature that must be turned on by a client services representative. This feature allows the patron to always see the total ticket price, the face value, plus excluded fees. The breakout of fees and ticket price will still appear in the shopping cart when the patron clicks Show Details. When looking at all-in pricing and general admission during seat selection, all prices will be listed as face value plus fees. In reserved seating seat selection, the quick pick, the pricing legend, and hovering over the seat will display the total price of the face value plus fees. Again, this is an optional feature. If you'd like to turn it on, please let your client services representative know. And lastly, in the box office, searching by performances and packages in the type dropdown has been added back, in addition to searching by performances individually, packages individually, donations, or memberships. That went a lot faster than I thought it would. So if you guys have any questions, please type them in the questions panel. No, John, there's not a door prize. I'm so sorry. Okay, I got a question coming in here. Will the entry point need to be added to our ticket layout for printing? We do need to add that also when we turn on entry points. What we found is easiest is actually to allow it to print in the section field. So what we would do is expand the field under your section header, and it can print just a little bit more characters essentially. But we've had some good luck adding it in that field. All right, got another one here. Do we already have all-in pricing, or is that just now available with the update? Basically, what all-in pricing does is put the fees and the face value together in the shopping cart. Currently, it still does break it out for the patrons, so there's no sticker shock type mentality where after I check out, then I'll be added more fees. So they'll always see their ticket price and their fees, the total that they're actually paying. What all-in pricing does is just puts that all together. But if they want to see the breakout of the fees, they can click Show Details. So again, that's why it's an optional feature if you'd like to turn it on or not. Just kind of depends on your demographic and what you'd like your patrons to see within the shopping cart. So if you do want to have it turned on, please let us know. We'll turn all-in pricing on for you. It's an optional feature that we'll have to turn on for you. Okay, you got it, John. All right, what shows in the Roundup field if the total is an even number? It adds $1, so it'll round up to the next dollar by adding $1. Bob, I'm assuming, are you talking about all-in pricing being turned on per show? It's not. It's site-wide. So your shopping basket would always behave that way if you turned on all-in pricing. So we currently basically do have not all-in pricing, but like I said, it doesn't add any fees or anything that after they begin the checkout. So they're always going to see how much they're paying. It just kind of depends if you want them to see it all put together with their fees and their face value included. And then availability of version 28, it is available now. So if you would like to go ahead and let your client services representative know that you would like to begin the upgrade process, we can definitely get that started for you. Had a question from John. Let's see. You don't have to, John. John asked, they upgraded to version 27 and with their new membership modules relaunch. What it does, the legacy members are essentially an archive of your previous memberships. Since your previous membership levels and all of their memberships that the members that had those don't fit into the functionality that we have now since it's expanded. Every member that was an active member or have ever held a membership with you is put into legacy as kind of like an archive so that they're not deactivated or anything like that. They still have all of their benefits will still keep going on as usual. You shouldn't have to do anything. Essentially what you'll do is rebuild your memberships and your types with the expanded functionality after that. How long does the upgrade take? Once we submit it, we do need at least a couple weeks to go ahead and upgrade your development site. We just make sure that everything transferred okay, your ticket template, all your custom work, that type of thing. And once we get all of that tested and make sure everything's good to go, we'll schedule your live site upgrade. And that's just depending on open time slots, but usually within the week or so. And it usually takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Your site does come down. We do put up a maintenance page, just prompting your patrons that you're performing routine maintenance and they can come back and visit soon. So box office sales are also down. But it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We get everything tested, your payment gateway, make sure everything's good to go once you decide, once you're back up and want to sell tickets. You don't have to manually enter any information though, John. You don't have to not for each member, but your membership levels do need to be recreated so that they can go with the enhanced functionality as opposed to being limited as before. Any other questions? You don't have to re-enter your members. You have to re-enter your membership levels. John told me to drink a margarita, so we should all drink margaritas. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any other questions or something else comes up, please feel free to email me, ajohnson@ticketforce.com, or your client services representative. We'd love to get the upgrade process started for you if you're interested in everything that you saw here today. Again, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.